Hey guys, Jill here from Ask About Tech. Today we're going to be talking about muddy chicken runs and why they are just absolutely the worst. If you have a chicken run and it gets wet because of poor soil drainage, there are some things you can do to help your chickens be more comfortable while the climate is a little bit wet. If chickens constantly live in a wet area, that can cause foot problems for them. But if they can get to drier areas where it's not so constantly wet, they're usually okay. Think about organic material as it composts. If it's slightly damp, aerobic microbes will break down and it'll give it that nice earthy smell, which is nice and beneficial when it's in great condition. But if it stays too wet, not only is the quality of the compost from that less, it will also stink really bad. It produces ammonia, which can cause health problems. And in an open, well-ventilated space like this, the ammonia isn't going to build up that much, and it's not such a big risk as it would be if it were a confined space. It could become toxic. The wetness on their feet can be very unpleasant and cold, probably. Certain microbes live in wet organic matter, especially chicken poop. A great example of a condition that could thrive in these wet conditions is coccidiosis. Once your chickens are exposed to coccidia for 2 or 3 weeks, they may develop immunity. But a common cause of a coccidia outbreak is a wet brooder, wet coop, or wet run, where the numbers of these organisms get out of control. If the area alternates between wet and dry, the life cycle of these organisms that cause coccidia can be interrupted, but the longer it stays wet, the higher the risk is. So muddy runs are the worst. And what I used in my area here, because I have some runoff from the roof, I need to get some gutters up, but I haven't got that far yet. So my run is quite muddy. There's no roof over the run area. I needed a solution so that I don't slip and fall, and neither do my chickens. What I come up with was horse stall pellets. They expand when they're wet and they can be used to soak up water. And then, if you need more, you just add more on top of it, or you can add extra bedding or mulch to the top of it. The chickens will peck around at them for a few minutes, but then they quickly realize that they're not really that great to eat, so they give up. Having good drainage is the first step to a healthy run, but sometimes that's just not possible with the location you're in, or if there's heavy rains or that kind of thing. So making sure that your chickens have a place that they can go to get dry feet and not be slipping around is best for them. On this day, I used 3 bags of horse stall pellets to kind of get the moisture under control. I had planned to add more the very next day, and I woke up to all of the snow. I couldn't believe how much snow we had. I was grateful for it because, then the water freezes and I don't have to worry about it for a little while. But we know in Michigan that this snow is not going to last forever, and it will turn back into mud eventually. So when the time comes, I will just add some more horse stall pellets to this area and make it nice and firm for my chickens. If you haven't found the rest of my chicken content already, here's a link. That way you're not left behind. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, I'm here for you. You're here for your pet. Have a great day.